Hello, Michelle. How's everything going today?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Lindsay, it's snowing here today. Have you had any super cold or super rainy days recently in Denver?
Yeah, we had a cold snap a few weeks ago and just trying to stay warm.
Yeah.
Michelle, what's going on there today in New York in terms
Um
of the weather exactly?
so it's cold and
Mhm.
it's interesting because there was a giant snowstorm and in the beginning of the day I was looking out my window to just a tree full of snow. And now I guess it's just not cold enough because to my surprise all the snow has already melted.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Off the
Okay.
branches. Yeah, so, like, my son was home from school today, and I thought maybe tomorrow too, but now looking outside, I don't know.
Oh, a little
So,
different. Well, stay dry,
thank
Michelle. It seems like
thank
it's
you,
going to be
thank you.
wet weather in New York, so stay dry.
Exactly. So, yeah, so guys, maybe you picked up on it. Today we're gonna talk about a common construction people use when wishing people something, and this is
Mhm.
often with the weather. It's said quite frequently, don't you think, Lindsay?
Yes. I mean, we heard this a lot when we had the pandemic, the global health crisis, right? We
Mm.
heard stay safe all the time. Right? But stay dry, stay warm, very, very common construction for native English speakers, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stay something is what it
Mhm.
is. So it's an
Mhm.
adjective, I would
Mhm.
say. Yeah, well, it's always an adjective.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use this. It's always funny though because do you ever find that you're using it and you're saying stay warm and it's freezing out and you know the person isn't going to stay warm. No one's staying warm, but you just say it. It's just a nice thing to wish someone, don't you think?
Right, right, right. You're just gonna be cold for a week because there's a deep freeze and, yeah, no one's gonna be warm, but you say it. Yeah, I think it's a kind of a greeting. It's a bit of a greeting that's rooted in what's going on right now, or it's a send-off kind of.
I think more of a send
More of
off.
a
Yeah.
send-off.
I think
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's a
don't
send-off. Yeah.
especially when somebody's about to go out the door,
Yes.
or you're
Yeah.
about to right? Because
Mhm.
you're going now into the elements. So stay warm. I mean, stay dry, stay whatever you wanna stay.
Or, you see this a lot on social media, and if you go back and you see clips from the time period of 2020, 2021, then you will hear people sign off their videos as "stay safe,"
Stay
right?
safe.
As a
Mhm.
sign off after they've done their
Mhm.
their meme or whatever they're doing. "Stay safe, guys." That kind of thing.
True.
So,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
definitely. So it's used typically when you are signing off, you're leaving, someone else is leaving. It's usually
Mhm.
towards the end. But yeah, before we get into this a little bit more, guys, check out episode 2162. This was a fun one. It was dating
Mm.
someone much older. Is it accepted in American culture? So
Ooh,
yeah, that,
great
that
topic
was that
around.
was a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah, right around Valentine's Day, around this time of year, we're thinking
Mhm.
about love, so that was a great topic. Go check that one out,
That was
guys,
fun.
for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what exactly do we say then, Michelle? Let's go back through it just to make sure exactly what we're teaching our listeners today.
So again, we're saying stay. It's basically
Mhm.
another way to say I wish you.
Right, right,
Right? This is I hope this for you. I hope that you're dry. I hope that you're warm. So again,
right.
if it's really really cold, you might say stay warm. If
And
it's
when it's rainy,
rainy,
stay dry, and I said to you, "Stay dry," because it sounds like your snow is turning into rain out there in New
yeah.
York. Or kinda
Right.
slushy, I can imagine, kinda messy,
Slushy.
and if you
Yes.
go out to the gym or the store tonight, you have to wear boots because you could step in a big
Yeah.
puddle, right? So
Yeah.
stay
Yep.
dry. Yes.
Yep. Now so this is interesting. Do if it's hot outside, do we say stay cool?
I think I think we could. I think it's legitimate. Maybe we don't say it as much because we don't live in such extreme, although New York in the summer,
It's hot
can get
here.
really, really cold. It's a good question. I would like to ask someone if like who lives in the desert or something of Arizona, ask Aubrey. She might maybe
Yeah,
she'd be the one
you
to
say
ask. Yeah.
so it's so to me, when I hear "stay cool," I think more of the personality or just being a cool
Oh, I
person.
see
Stay
what you're
cool,
saying.
right? I don't I don't feel that I hear this as much when it's hot outside. I don't
Okay.
hear people saying like, "Stay cool." I mean,
Oh.
you could, but this is another way that it's used. So we'll get into this in just a second, but let's just do a quick role play with this
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
how it would be used.
Before we do that, though, Michelle, I want to remind our listeners, guys, if you're not currently following All Ears English, go and check if you are. But if you're not, you want to hit that follow button, whether you're listening in Apple Podcasts, if you're in YouTube, hit subscribe right now so that you don't miss a single episode of this show. Let's get into the role play now, Michelle. You ready?
All right, it's a
Here we go.
little one, but it's a good one. Here we
All
go.
right, we love it. All right. So, okay, I'm heading out. Oh man, that rain is really coming down.
Oh, okay. Good luck, Lindsay. Stay dry.
Oh, that's the worst when you have to go out and it's raining cats and dogs, which we
Yep.
love that expression.
Yeah.
Fun to play around with that. It's raining cats and dogs, but you have to go out. Uh, that's the worst.
Are you good at remembering an umbrella if it's raining?
No, well, no, I'm okay at remembering an umbrella. It's more bringing it, getting it home, and not leaving it somewhere is what I struggle with. Leave it all over the place at the doctor's office, on the
Yeah.
train. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I do that with gloves so much that I'll be honest with you, I bought a pair of gloves to use this winter before I even wore it the first time one was gone. I don't even have gloves that I've been wearing this winter. I've just been using my pockets because I think I've just given up.
You've
I
given up
think
on
I've just
gloves.
given up.
Okay.
Given
All
up
right.
given up on gloves.
Well,
That
thank you
should
for
be the
letting us
name of
know
my
about that,
memoir.
Michelle. You
Yeah.
need what the kids have, right? Which they're tied together or something like that. Isn't that a
Yeah, my
thing?
son has 2 little clips on
Right,
his
right.
coat.
That's what
Yep,
you
and
need,
he's got
Michelle.
2 little red mittens hanging down. Yeah, I do need that.
They might make
Uh,
them for adults. Who knows? Who
yeah,
knows? Right?
exactly, exactly. But, yeah, so we're gonna talk about more ways to use this in just a second.
All right, Michelle, let's get into our other options here. And it was funny I forgot completely about the stay cool thing,
Mhm,
not talking about weather. So I'm excited to get into that one. But first, there's another one.
mhm.
What is it? What is it?
Mhm. Well, so this is more for someone you may not see for a while. Maybe it's the end of a time spent together. I think even of a yearbook. You're graduating, or
Right.
you're not working together anymore. Whatever it is. So
Yeah.
so this is a lot of times for some sort of special trait about that person. So you might say, "Stay sweet," or something like that.
Mhm.
So, for
Right.
example, "I'll miss you. Stay sweet."
Yeah, yeah. That one I've never heard, but I know exactly what we're getting at here, and it reminds me of 7th grade yearbooks for
Yeah,
sure.
yes, yes, me too.
Signing 7th grade. So this might be more of a thing that kids say to each other. Actually, maybe not anymore.
Uh-huh. Lindsay, I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Second. All right. So Michelle, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So yeah, this is what else, Michelle? What's next? What's next?
Oh, okay. So, the next one would be, like we said, stay cool.
Yeah, I love that one. Yeah.
So,
So, yeah.
how would that sound?
All right, you've been so much fun to work with. Stay cool. Yeah, this is not something I would say now, to be totally honest.
Mhm.
It's something I would have said when I was 13.
Mhm.
Right? What about you? Do
I
you still say these things?
I don't know that I say it, but I think that when adults say it, and I think they do, I think it's more in an ironic way.
Mhm,
I think
mhm,
it's
mhm.
more a cute, "Oh, stay cool," yeah, something like that. So if you hear it, I wouldn't say that in a formal situation as an adult, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it was somebody you were really close at work, you could say, "Oh, yeah, stay cool, I'll miss
Stay
you,"
cool.
something like that.
Well, I think for me, the next one is the one I hear the most from adults,
Mhm.
which is stay
Mm.
hungry. Now, Michelle, are we talking about I wanna go have a snack? Stay hungry? No.
No, that's a good point. Yes, not stay hungry because that's not a very nice thing to
Right,
because you don't want someone to have their food. No,
right.
this one is more about drive, being driven to do something. So we use that's another way to use the word hungry.
Yes. So stay hungry. So, for example, I know you have so much to offer. Keep working hard and stay hungry. So, this might be said to someone who's early on in their career, especially
Mhm,
maybe an
mhm,
entrepreneur who's building a business and just has like a fire in their belly, as they say, and they just want to achieve something. They want to build a business. So,
mhm.
you might say that to that person because you can feel that passion inside of them. right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So stay hungry. And then the last one is this one I feel is pretty common.
Mhm.
Stay strong. So
Yes.
that's maybe someone needs a confidence booster, or
Mhm.
also I feel like if somebody's very sick or
Mhm.
tired or they need
Mhm.
courage to do something, maybe they need courage to quit their job. Maybe they need courage to beat an illness. So you could say, stay
Yes.
strong. You can do this.
I think this one is the most versatile for our adult lives,
Mhm, mhm,
for that we might be the most likely to use. Stay
mhm,
strong. You can get through
mhm,
this. It could apply to
mhm,
so many different situations. Maybe you have maybe not just you have an illness, a family member has an illness, but you need
mhm.
to stay strong to be there for them, right?
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
Or it could be just, something as it could be something more lighthearted, like you're doing
Mhm.
a exercise. The teacher might say,
Right.
"Stay strong, you got this, we
Right.
can,"
Right.
something like that. So it
Right.
could be used in the I agree, this one is very versatile, a lot can be used in a lot of different, contexts.
Ooh, I like this. This episode is really evolving today into something kind of interesting, beyond what we would expect to learn about here. So let's go into our role play, shall we, Michelle?
Okay, so here we go. So you and I worked together, but it's your last day. You're moving on.
Okay, here we go. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, I'll miss you. Stay cool, Lindsay.
Aw, thanks, Michelle. I'll miss you too. Stay hungry. I have a feeling big things are going to happen for you soon.
That means so much to me. I guess I'm just a little frustrated and stuck.
Well, stay strong. I know it's hard, but you have so much potential.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm heading out. Oh gosh, it's pouring.
Stay dry.
Thanks, you too. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
You can
We're not
imagine
gonna
putting
do
your
this
coat.
all in one, but yeah, sorry, go
Right.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say you can imagine me kinda running out the door, and I've got, like, my jacket over my head, and just
Yeah.
imagining the scene, I think helps us
Oh,
to really get these words, right? So
right.
good.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Alright, so
Let's go
you
through it.
gave me the stay cool, which again,
Stay cool.
if it fits your personality, it doesn't fit my personality to say that. It just, uh, you know yeah, but some people it does, like, it's something I feel like my aunt would have said. My aunt just passed away this year, but she was kinda like
Mhm.
kind of a hippie, kinda cool, like, she would say, "Keep
Mm.
smiling, stay
Mhm.
happy," things like that. She had her own
Mhm.
flavor, so she chose to
Mhm.
say those things, but that's just her
Aw.
personality, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It all depends whatever you feel fits you best,
Mhm.
for sure. And then you said, "I'll miss you too, stay hungry." So,
What am I talking about?
basically
Again, am I talking
it
about food? No.
no, it's not like, "Stay hungry, please keep your tuna sandwich in the fridge." It's stay hu it's stay hungry, stay driven, keep
Stay driven.
trying because it sounds like maybe we both wanted to get out and Lindsay found a new job and I haven't found one yet, right?
Right, or maybe that could be the scenario, or maybe I'm a little older, I'm more of a mentor for you, for example, something like
Mm.
that, and I'm trying to encourage you to see the big picture
True,
and to
true.
keep going. So, it could be either of those
That's
scenarios.
true. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Um, and
Mhm,
then I said I'm a little frustrated and stuck, and then you said, "Stay strong."
mhm.
So, I know
Yeah,
it's
stay
hard, but you have
strong.
so much potential. So you're really giving me a confidence boost here.
Yeah, and we're saying we'd said how versatile that stay strong is. Again, it could go for if someone is sick in your family or just in your situation, you're just a little stuck in your career, right? You're not
Mhm,
really sure what to do next. Stay strong,
mhm.
Michelle. You'll figure it out. You'll overcome this. All right.
Thank you. And then we realize that it's raining, so this goes
Yeah.
back to where we started the episode, just talking about the weather. So you said, "Oh gosh, it's pouring," and I said, "Ah, stay dry," and
Yeah.
you said, "Thanks, you too."
Nice.
So,
Full circle, Michelle. Love it. Love it.
full
Full
circle.
circle. That's another good one, which we could do a whole other episode on the term
Yep.
full circle, which we really do use quite a bit as native speakers.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
me, it's a little
from
bit of a
full circle.
cliche, and I kind of, when I
Mhm,
hear it, I sort of cringe, but that's just my
mhm,
personality. I think it's really
mhm,
common, that term
mhm.
full circle. So,
Yeah.
any takeaway for our listeners today, Michelle? Where should we leave our listeners?
Well, this is really interesting because essentially this episode was about 2 words, stay something.
Right.
And it can be used for something as simple as the weather to as deep as motivating someone who's having a hard time. So
Yeah.
it's just a very unique common construction and you can decide how it fits with your personality and play
Mhm.
around with it. It's possible that there are some adjectives that don't work quite as well with it. I don't know that you can necessarily stick anything in there and it sounds good, but we gave you some to start with and play with, and give it a try. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, I love it, and this is a true sign of the times, right? As we said before,
Mhm,
if you go back to videos on Instagram from
mhm.
2020, you'll hear,
Yep.
"Stay safe, everyone. Stay
Stay
safe,"
safe.
signing off.
Yep.
And so it tells you a lot about what's going on in the culture, as
True.
in the broad sense, the ones that we're all using,
Yeah.
or what's going on in that person's life. So
Yeah.
this is not something you guys are gonna find in any textbook,
No.
right? We're not These are not in
No.
textbooks, so write this one down and try it out. It's definitely gonna help
Yeah,
you connect. Okay.
definitely. All right, this was fun. Stay cool, Lindsay.
Stay cool, stay cool. All right, Michelle, you have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.